Hey guys, welcome back. This is Bernardo from the BTN HD, and today we're going to do a hands-on on the Lenovo Yoga 3 11-inch laptop. So let's get started. Alright guys, so let's get down to the specs on the Lenovo Yoga 3 11-inch laptop. It comes with an Intel Core M processor. Operating system is only Windows 8.1 64 bits. It's sporting an 11.6 multi-touch Full HD display. The graphics of the video is an Intel HD 5300 processor. On this particular model that we're doing hands-on comes with a 256 gigs of solid-state drive, but you could get the 128 gigs of solid-state drive if you want. The memory on this particular model that we're sporting is an 8 gig memory, but again, you could also get the 4 gig model. On the front of the display, we're sporting a 720p webcam, and the actual weight of this laptop is only 2.65 pounds. So let's take a look at the side ports of the laptop. So on your right hand side, if you're facing the laptop towards you, we have a USB 2.0 port. We have an audio in and outs, which I like to call these hybrids because it allows you to hook up your headphones or a mic system. You have your volume control and you have your power button right here. Now on the other side of the laptop, we have the DC in, which this is where you plug in your power port, and it's also another USB 2.0 function. Right here, we only have one USB 3.0. We have our micro HDMI ports, which allows us to project our display to a projector or to a computer, which that means you have to purchase an additional accessory like an adapter. And we have our SD card slot port. All right, guys, so I ran a benchmark using Geekbench as well as 3D Mark. And on the Geekbench, it actually gave it on the single core score of 1929. Multi-core gave it a 3120, which is not that bad. It's not great, but it would get you up and running and do certain things. On the 3D Mark side, 3D Mark actually runs performance levels to see if it's great for a gaming laptop. For the high performance gaming PC, you only gave it 314, so this definitely is not a high performance gaming PC. The Skydiver for gaming laptops and mid-range PC only gave it 1330. And for the CloudGate test, the basic notebook and home PC only gave it 1896. And for a low-cost smartphone and tablet, only gave it 14,989 of a score. So off the bat, it basically tells you that this is a great smartphone slash tablet, which again, it is a tablet slash laptop. All right, guys, so you saw the numbers with our benchmark with Geekbench and as well as 3D Mark. So I started saying to myself, let me just play like an ordinary game. This game I've used in the past for some of my reviews with you guys. And my son loves playing this game a lot, and I like playing it with him. And so I'm going to show you guys how the graphics works. There's a little bit of hesitation with the graphics. Again, it is running an Intel Graphics 5300 processor. And the Intel Core M with only 0.80 gigahertz is really slow. So you will see some delay on the graphics. But again, this laptop is not classified as a gaming laptop. But if you get bored in the road and you do want to play, you could use it for that. So let's click on next on that. I'm going to get the Audi R8 e-tron. Let's click on next on that. Let's start the race. And let's see how well the display works. Again, it is running a full HD, which is 1980 by 1080 display. The graphics in the display, the way it looks is great, but the way that the rendering engine works is just not too well. So let's play this quick game and see how well it does play. And I'm going to use the keypad for the controls. There you go. So again, as you can see, It's really slow, really sluggish. But with the processor, the Intel Core M processor is not really doing any justice for this game. At the frame per seconds is really slow. It takes a while for it to catch up. I already did the turbo and you see how slow it is. The processor cannot handle this type. It can't handle it. It can't handle it at all. So I'm going to stop it right here because it's just crazy. It can't handle it. All right, guys. So we saw the performance on the gaming side, and we're going to do some multimedia performance tests. And one of the multimedia performance tests that I like to do is I normally install iTunes, and I like to let's click on all these guys, do Control A, and let's right click on them, and let's convert them. Let's create AAC versions of it and see how long it takes for this to process. All right, guys, so I took 10 MP3 files and within iTunes, I converted all of them with an AAC version, and it took about 17 minutes. So that's a long time. All right, guys, so let's start another multimedia performance test. I have a MP3 file, one of my videos that I pushed out for you guys on YouTube for a while, and I want to convert it into an MKV format. I'm using Handbrake, and let's see how long it takes. So let's start it off, and it's right now it's preparing to encode, and it should give me an estimate time of how long it's going to take. And let's see how long it's going to take. Time remaining, still processing. Looks like it's going to take about, still going up, between 25 to 30 minutes. So the Intel Core M processor running a 0.80 gigahertz will take some time to do multimedia conversions. So I really don't recommend doing converting a video and converting audio at the same time, because your machine is going to like completely stop and freeze. All right, guys, so on our final processing test, we're doing an image processing. So I have Photoshop Creative Cloud, and I have about, I would say, let's see how many files I have. I have about 16 files. I took all these pictures with my Samsung Galaxy S5, and they're about roughly 2 to 3 megs of size, and they're pretty big. And what I'm going to do is a action that will change the color of the image, as well as put a image on it, convert it into a PNG or a high dense JPEG, and see how long that takes. So let's get into the image processing. I'm going to select my file. I already have my file selected right here. It's going to drop into the pick dump. So I want to show you guys that I don't have anything there. So let's just minimize all this. I don't have anything inside the pick dump folder. Let's close that up. And I'm saving as a JPEG. Quality is 12, and I'm running my BTN HD action. So let's press on run. But before we do that, I want to make sure that my stopwatch is close. So I'm going to hit run, and I'm going to start and see how fast it will do it. That's it, guys. It took around 4.5 minutes to convert or do an action with 16 high quality pictures that I took on a Samsung Galaxy S5. The actions were change it to black and white, do a blue colored filter, and I believe do a logo on the lower right hand side. So I'm going to close Photoshop and open up our pick dump folder, and let's close that up, and let's open this up. And as you can see, our JPEG folder, and there goes our images. Doesn't look perfect, but it took about 4.5 minutes to process all those. So let's get into the battery usage and see what's the deal with the laptop and the battery. All right, guys, so as you can see on the charts, on the runtime on the battery, I started about 95%. That's when I powered it on, took it out the box. It was 95% already. Early in the morning, it took about 5 hours for the battery to completely die out on me. Around 10%, that's when I got the warning, and then on 5%, that's when it completely shut off on me. It took me some time for me to plug it back in, but once I plugged it in, I noticed that the battery charged extremely fast. As you can see in the chart, on 5%, it was at 6:54 in the morning, and by the time it got to 9:38 in the morning, I already had 100%. So close to 3 hours, I got full battery charge, which is not that bad. You could get 50% if you are on the go on an hour and a half maybe. you could get 50% real quick, which is extremely fast. But again, with all the testing that we did with the image processing, the converting of the video, as well as converting the MP3s to AAC versions, as well as image processing with the Photoshop, that's what I was doing with my initial test, and that's what the battery was using on. And it lasts about 5 hours, which is extremely pretty good. All right, guys, so that's it on my hands-on review on the Lenovo Yoga 3 11-inch laptop. I mean, it's a great, small, convertible, portable laptop. I like the fact that it comes in different modes that you could do. You could do the laptop mode, which is the one I've used the most. You have the stand mode, which you're able to flip the keyboard like this and stand it and just use this touch screen to do what you need to do. You got your tent mode, which is this one right here. I hardly use it at all, but again, the machine is so smart that it just flips the screen for you automatically. And the last one is the tablet, which again, the tablet is pretty cool. You could use it. The keyboard display on the back gets disabled automatically, so you don't have to touch anything. And you could just use it as is, like this, which is pretty cool. It's not that bad. Again, the laptop, with the performance test that I showed you guys, it does what it needs to do, but it just does it really slow. But if you have patience and you need a small laptop to travel with, and you're going to be doing a couple of Photoshop filtering stuff, you could actually do it with it. But take in consideration it's going to be extremely slow. It's not going to be super fast. If you're doing conversions with video, or you're messing with video editing and stuff, you could probably get away with it. But again, it's going to run extremely fast. You can't multitask on this particular laptop. I don't recommend that at all because it's going to completely freeze on you. Overall, hopefully you guys enjoy the hands-on review. If you have any questions or comments, leave it at the bottom of the video, at the comment section. Don't forget about hitting that like button because it does support the video, as well as this guy. And I catch you guys on the next hands-on review. Peace out. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. I do appreciate the support. I love when you guys give me all that feedback, all that good feedback at least. There's 2 more videos right here beside me. Yeah, there you go. Click on them. Go check out some more awesome videos. And also, don't forget about hitting that subscribe button. And if you guys need to reach me, go follow me at Twitter at BJ Tech News. I am always there answering questions and helping you guys out as much as I can. And I catch you guys on the next video, like right here. Yeah, click on it. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. Come on. Come on. Later.